If you are over 50, here are 6 reasons you must start a YouTube channel today. Hi there, I'm Dr. Diane Thompson. Normally, I'm busy researching and presenting information for healthy aging and longevity, but today I wanted to just pop in to have a conversation about my experience as a 55-year-old. I took a year sabbatical from work in hospital medicine to really explore and provide education online. And I wanted to share some of the things I've experienced as I've revamped my YouTube channel. So, the first reason I think you should start a YouTube channel is you have the ability to share valuable experience and expertise. I'm looking down because I have a little note here. If you're over 50, you've lived a lifetime, you've had a long career, multiple careers probably, and this allows you to share with someone who does not have this level of experience the things that you know, the things you've learned. So you have that ability to share that with someone. I will tell you something. Several years ago, when I lived in New York, I was giving these lectures in churches and community centers in Harlem. I was talking about healthy eating and healthy living. I learned about lifestyle medicine. My main career was as a rehabilitation physician, where I dealt with patients who had brain injury, stroke, heart disease, multiple sclerosis, and they usually come to my rehab unit for rehabilitation. And I thought to myself, I really would love to get to many of these people before they get to me, so that they implement some of the healthy living knowledge that I knew about to prevent them from needing the rehabilitation in the first place. So I would go to these churches and I would present. And one day I was walking on the street in Harlem, and someone in front of me, a young woman, she was approaching and she was waving and smiling. I could see her from down the way, but I did not immediately recognize her. And so I kind of looked behind to see if she was talking to someone behind me. And she kind of did like that to indicate that no, she was talking to me. So as we came closer to each other, I realized I still didn't recognize her, but she said, "Oh, Dr. Thompson, I'm so happy to see you." So clearly we had met somewhere before. And I said, "I apologize, but I don't remember where we've met." And she said, "You gave a lecture about a year ago." She told me of the church in Harlem. She was in the audience. It was a big audience. I had not met many of the people. The few people I knew were the people who had invited me. And she said she had heard those same teachings before. But in that moment, it connected. She was ready for it then. And she went home and made some small changes and more small changes. And she started seeing results. And she made more changes and even more results. And pretty soon, she had lost 140 pounds. Not only that, she also changed the way she cooked at home. So her young son was also eating better and having a better relationship with food. Mind you, I had never talked to this young woman. I never interacted with her, but the teaching I gave in that room, she received it and it changed her life. I'm saying that to say YouTube has that ability where you can share information with people you've never met, but it can transform their health, their lives, their money, whatever it is you are known for, whatever it is you want to share, whatever life lessons, whatever expertise, someone else can learn from you and change their own life. And not only that, they could change the life of the next generation, because when you improve people's lives, it usually go on to the next and to the next. So YouTube offer that opportunity to share your knowledge, share your experience, share your expertise to someone else, someone that you've never met, you may never meet. I think that's an amazing, amazing thing. All right. So the second thing is that YouTube has the ability to allow you to build a community and connect with like-minded people. One of the things that we teach in lifestyle medicine, and again, I focus on people over the age of 50, is that Loneliness is a risk factor for early death. We know that. The studies have shown that. Social connection is really important. The other thing we know is that if you get to 50 and you don't have a lot of friends, it is kind of hard to make friends then. Social media, YouTube, online community actually allows you the potential to interact with people, to share comments, to commiserate sometimes, to inspire each other. And by having a YouTube community, you are able to provide this environment. When I share videos on healthy aging and longevity, people comment. They will let me know if this is something they like, if it resonates with them, if it's something they don't like, if they've tried this thing and it didn't work. I'm able to respond to them. Um, and that's a beautiful community to form. So YouTube will allow you that opportunity to form a community, a nurturing community. And again, if you're over 50, this is important. So, what is reason number 3? Reason number 3 is that you get to stay tech savvy and mentally active. Here's another thing. As we're getting older, things are moving quickly with AI, with technology. We're over 50. You don't want to be left behind. You want to know what's going on. And YouTube, having a YouTube channel is going to force you to interact with some of this kind of technology. And believe it or not, one of the things we talk about when we share how to improve your brain's health and prevent dementia is the idea that you want to learn new things. You want to learn a new language, new ways of doing things. Learning YouTube, it's not hard, but learning YouTube is a new language, it's a new skill. You're going to learn how to record, how to edit videos. You learn thumbnails. You learn to look at the information that YouTube shares with you so you know how your videos are doing and how to course correct. So you're learning a lot of these things. And anytime you're learning a new language, you're building neural plasticity, you're building new connections, you're learning a new skill, you're engaging yourself. And that is important in healthy aging. All right. If you're still with me, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tip number 4, why you, if you're over 50, should start a YouTube channel is that you could create a new source of income. For some people, that is the main reason they're here. There is a woman, she does DoorDash. I've watched a few of her videos. I find them very inspirational because here's a woman who's struggled and she's doing DoorDash and she doesn't really make a lot of money and she decided to start a YouTube channel. And now the YouTube channel is paying her way more than the DoorDash. So I'm really happy for her. There's another woman I met here on YouTube also, Alexa. Alexa recently shared that over a weekend, she was able to make $50,000. I mean, that is awesome. So for some people, they will make a little side hustle money. Some people will make a lot of money on YouTube. And some people, they are just here to share. That is not their primary thing. But if that's what you want to do, if that's what you want to do, there is that opportunity to do that. All right. So making extra money is never a bad thing. The recent experience that we had with that pandemic taught us that multiple streams of income is actually an important thing. All right. Tip number 5, why you should start a YouTube channel if you're over 50, is that you become more valuable on your current job. It's an offshoot of what I shared before, because again, with YouTube, you're learning new skills. You're developing communication. You're learning how to speak extemporaneously or off the cuff. I don't really have notes right now. I have bullets, but you're learning to speak off the cuff. You're learning to create lectures. One of the things I do is I try to create lectures that are educational but also somewhat entertaining. You learn ideation, come up with new ideas to innovate, because you're going to look and maybe something did not do well with the channel and or with your audience, and you have to pivot, you have to be nimble, you have to innovate, you have to look at the algorithm, see what's not working, how do we improve it. All of those, my friends, are skills for your present job. There are people who pay a whole lot of money to learn those skills. Sometimes you have to manage what's going on in your comment section. And that's learning sometimes a little bit of conflict resolution, um, sometimes people management. These are all skills that you need for your job. So as you're working on your YouTube channel, you're building some of these soft skills for your new job. Tip number six, and this one is kind of personal for me, and it is to leave a legacy. I will tell you something. My father died more than 15 years ago. What I have for him, I have a small ID picture that my sister handed to me when I went to Jamaica for his funeral. That's the same picture that's on his funeral program. I don't have any other photos of him. I can remember some of the things he would say. One of his favorite quotes was, "A person who fails to plan is a person who plans to fail." He'd say it all the time. Um, and I remember his voice, but as the years go by, it's less and less. And I always think, wow, if Dad had a YouTube channel, how cool that would be. For those moments when I think of him, I could actually pull up some of those videos and listen to what he had to say. Um, it would be one of his legacy, his words, his teaching. You think of all those people that you read their books today and they've passed on a long time ago, but their teaching, their knowledge, their experience, whatever they want to share with you is still available today, because you can read it or you can see it on a video or you can listen to it on a podcast. I feel like I'm doing the same thing, in that I want to make sure that I share healthy information for people to help with healthy aging and longevity, to keep people healthier and prevent chronic diseases. And one of the best ways for me to do that is to come on here and share it. And when I'm no longer here, those information will still be out there. All right. So I shared with you 6 reasons to start a YouTube channel if you're over 50. It's not a trend for young people. It is an important thing if you're an older person, because like I said, you can share your experience and empower people, even people you don't know you're empowering, as I found for myself. You can build a community, and social connection is so important. You can stay tech savvy and mentally agile, right? You can create an extra source of income. That's a good thing. And you can become even more valuable on your current job. And like I said, you can leave a legacy. So when you're not here, the words, the knowledge, the inspiration, the empowering things that you had to share will still be here. All right, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to go back to my office to continue making videos for you on healthy aging and longevity. Take care, everybody.